It starts with
one thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock takes life away. It's so unreal. Didn't look out below. Watch the time go right out the window. Trying to hold on, didn't even know I wasted it all just to watch you go. I kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to be will eventually be a memory of a time I tried so hard and got so far.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition.
Ignition, flight. Roger.
Liftoff.
Apollo 13's change of fortune meant its crew never reached their destination.
Looks good here, flight. Good agreement.
But like Odysseus, they learned something about themselves. And like Odysseus, they were on the adventure of their lives.
Okay, Madam. We're go, flight. Looks good here. Let's make sure we don't blow the whole mission.
Things were getting colder. We were not getting any sleep. The strain and the stress was slowly gathering on us.
Now we're proceeding to...
And of course, as we approached the moon, it got to be bigger and bigger and bigger.
Going back up the Odyssey.
This is my second trip out there now, and you know, not to land was a real trial, a mental trial for me.
For Apollo 13, the moon had become a place they had to pass by. Just as in the Odyssey, the adventurers had to pass by the seductive sirens in order to get home.
And we looked down at those ancient old craters as we skipped across. There is a tremendous drawing power. Just 60 miles below, you know, we could land and walk on.
But in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Came ashore on the island of the Cyclops in search of food and find themselves unwanted guests in the cave of a Cyclops named Polyphemus. The wary Odysseus introduces himself using an alias, No Man. This witty AKA protects Odysseus, though not all of his men. Instead of having dinner served as they expected, some of them are served as the main course. Rules are rules. The giant, having been such a dreadful host, pays dearly for his rude behavior. His payback? A poke in the eye with a sharp stick. Odysseus has triumphed.
The Greeks liked this story for a number of reasons. First of all, it pitted a wily, clever Greek.
That he yells back, "The one who has blinded you, I am Odysseus, sacker of cities."
Son of Laertes and king of Ithaca! To your orders, men! With the sail!
The giant's father, Poseidon, is all-powerful in the realm of the sea. Polyphemus can't retaliate, but Dad can and does. Poseidon consigns Odysseus to wander the sea, and will send him through many a danger. This individual is going to have a long journey home. A Greek historian of the 2nd century BC mapped what he thought was the Odyssey's itinerary. It was a route that took Odysseus to 12 different destinations, including Egypt, Africa, and Sicily, and across thousands of nautical miles. Along the way, he would lose each of his ships and all of his men. Some ego trip.
Had to fall to lose it all. But in the end, it doesn't even matter.
One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to remind myself how I tried so hard. In spite of the way you were mocking me, acting like I was part of your property, remembering all the times you fought with me, I'm surprised it got so. Things aren't the way they were before. You wouldn't even recognize me anymore. Not that You knew me back then, but it all comes back to me in the end. You kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried so hard
and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I've put my trust in you, pushed as far as I can go. For all this, there's only one thing you should know. I've put my trust.
We are all somewhat explorers. I mean, we all have that fascination about doing things, whether it's in our fantasy or whether we actually do things.
Guidance. Go guidance. We've had a hardware restart. I don't know what it was.
Houston, we've had a problem. Okay, Houston.
Life would be rather dull if you didn't have some exploration, some adventure, something that you could look back on and say, I really enjoyed that, or I got by it okay, or I never expected that I'd have the courage to do what I did.